Welcome back. As I told you already that we will be working right on the single child scroll view in this video, but before that we will create some methods that we're gonna need right in this widget later on. So let's go above the widget build. First we will create some methods, okay, above the widget build, as you guys can see right in here. So the first one that we will create, it is gonna be the future in here. Okay, it's gonna be simply for uploading the file, okay, right in the Firebase storage. So in here we will give the name as upload file, and this will be asynchronous since it's a future. So in here curly braces and tag this down. Now in here first we're gonna need integer type variable, so we will create one in here and let's give the name I, and we will give the value 1. okay, now right down in here we're gonna use the for loop, okay, because there'll be kind of multiple images that the user will select. So we're gonna simply check one by one, and then we will just create a reference right toward the Firebase storage, and we're gonna provide the specific path. On that specific path, every image that the user will select will be just upload there as a whole. So first in here let's take the for loop in here, and we're gonna create in here a variable which will be img, simply the image. We will tag every of the image that the user will select as an image that we just created, variable img, which will be right inside the image, okay, since we created that earlier, and as you guys know already that it's a list, okay, there'll be multiple images. So we're gonna get and have every of the image as a img in this specific list of image. So let's move further in here, curly braces, tag this down. Now in here we will set the set star, so it's gonna simply change the result dynamically, and in here what we will do, we will simply check every of the image that the user will select. So in here we will provide I, okay, and then simply we will just divide it like that, okay, and then the total number of image, the list that we just created before, okay, that one, all of the image will be right inside that, since okay we create that array and it's a list, so it will contain that. Now in here every of the image we will just check and then move further. So in here let's provide that, it's gonna simply check it one by one. So in here image with a total length, dot length, there we go. Now simply we will assign that to the variable val that we just created before right in the previous video, as you guys can see right in here as a double type. So it's gonna simply right inside that double type variable. Now let's move further. We will just in here say variable, we were gonna create that first reference. In here we're gonna create a reference right towards the Firebase storage, okay, we're gonna create that instance. So in here now we'll say Firebase storage, and we go with the suggestion, and then we say dot instance, okay, dot ref. Now with the help of this instance that we are just creating, we're gonna simply just upload the images right towards the Firebase storage, okay. So then let's have the child, and then in here we will simply give the name as image, okay. Now in here slash and then $sign, curly braces in here. Now just provide the path and dot with the base name, and then brass is just img dot path, okay, that is fine. In here right at end semicolon. Now let's move just further. Head down in here we will say have it, and then we will say ref that we just created a while ago, and then we will simply, with the help of that reference, we will put the file, and the file is going to be img. As I told you already, we will take the image as a img in the list of image. So in here, put the file and provide the path img, and then simply you will say when complete, then in here it will be asynchronous, and then curly braces, right at end semicolon, and take this down from here. So in there we will say await first, and then we will say with the help of that reference that we just created, we're gonna simply get the download URL of this specific images. Okay, so in here let's get the download URL, and then we will say .then, and there is going to take the value, and in here curly braces, right at end semicolon, take this down. Now in there we're gonna get the URL list. So as I told you already, there will be kind of multiple images, so we're gonna get the URL of every specific image. So first what we will do, we will just go right at top, and down in here we will just create list. It's gonna be string type since it's gonna be a URL, so that's why in here URL, let us give the name URLs list, and then have that bracket in here array, because there are going to be multiple URLs. So let's go down now and write in this specific method, which is upload file, right down in here. Back again, we will say URL list that we just created a while ago, and simply we will say then dot add. In there it's going to take the value. Okay, and now we will simply increment the variable integer type. Okay, increment it by 1 like that. So it's gonna then check every single image and move it towards destination. So for now in here it's 1, it will check the first image. Okay, as I told you already about this, that is gonna simply just get every single of the image, check it, and then upload it right toward the Firebase storage. In here we create that instance. So the number, as you guys can see right in here, it's 1 now. Okay, so it will check the first one and it will just go down the process as I told you already about this, and then we will just come down like that, get everything, and then get the URL list, and then it will increment the value. So it's gonna be then 2, and it will just get back right in here, and the value gonna be 2 then. So it will just check one by one all of the images and get it towards the destination and store it right inside the Firebase storage, as we created that instance right in here, as you guys can see the image. Okay, now let's just remove that error. Okay, let me just check. So we have to provide the library for that base name. Okay, so then the error will be gone. So let's go right at top, and right in here we will simply say import, and then we say package right in here. Let me just see the specification first. Right after this, let's have the path in here. There we go, as you guys can see. Okay, and then again path, there we go with the suggestion at first. Okay, now we will tag this as a path. As you guys can see, the error has been gone already. You guys can see the base name right in here. And we are done with the method upload file, and all of them are working as I explained this before. I hope you already get the idea now, and it's gonna just simply upload the images, multiple images, as I told you already. Okay, and check it, and then it will simply just redirect it towards the Firebase storage, and in here we create that instance, and there's gonna be that image, and we just provide the path, then all of the images will be there. Okay, with the help of reference, as I told you already, we put the file, okay, as an image right inside the list of images. Okay, so we're gonna tag one by one all of the image as a img, and when it's complete, now then we will just get the, with the help of reference, get the download URL. Okay, and there is going to be multiple images, as I told you already, there are going to be just 5 images. Okay, so then we will get the URL list and just add the value to it and increment the value, because it's going to be the 5 images, and it's going to simply increment the value according to the images. So basically that's it for this video, and right from the next video we will create another method, okay, in which we will simply get the user name and their number specific. So basically that's it for this video. See you in the next one.